Good day to everyone out there in YouTube land. I hope you're having a great day, because I know I am. And I have in front of me a couple of these boxes of cinnamon rolls. Now these are just regular store brand cinnamon rolls right out of the bakery, nothing super fancy. Because right now I want to try a couple different strategies to see what the fastest way is to eat some of these things. And this is going to be like practice for speed eating. So I'm not going for a huge volume of food today, just going for speed. I'm just gonna try out a couple of different techniques. So first is going to be a baseline test, just eating 4 of these cinnamon rolls straight to see how long it takes me. And then I'm going to try to add a couple of different techniques and to see how they compare to the baseline. So got my timer already. Let's make sure we don't have too much glare on that so you guys can see it. I'm gonna start it, and once it hits 10 seconds, then I'm gonna start chowing down. So those were really dry. So I think adding a little bit of moisture in there is gonna help a little bit. There's a lot of chewing in that. So with the 10-second offset, that means that took me 2 minutes and 10 seconds to take out 4 of those. Let's see if we can do a little bit better. Now right now I do want to focus on like the throughput, which is how fast I can, shove food down my throat. Well, that throughput really helps in like the beginning and middle portions of a competition. Generally at the end, you can really change the scales by doing what's called chipmunking, which is just shoving a bunch of food into your cheeks, because whatever food is inside of your mouth once the timer stops is still considered food that you've eaten as long as you're able to swallow it within a couple of minutes of the competition ending. So this next one, I'm gonna add some water. We're gonna try eating and then sipping water as we go along, see if that helps things out a little bit. All right, once again, we're gonna start eating once that timer hits 10. Here we go. Whew. So with 4 of those cinnamon rolls, I was able to cut more than 15 seconds off of my time. I think that's pretty good. So I was expecting that to be a little bit faster, but next up we're gonna try the classic strategy of dunking. Got some water here, and we'll crack open the next box of cinnamon rolls. All right, once again, start that timer and see if dunking helps out even more. Well, that made a big friggin' mess of my hands, but as you can see, there's a reason that all the competitive eaters out there dunk, especially with the bread items. Dunking, and this is warm water, it's not cold water. Dunking in warm water really softens it up a lot, makes it a lot easier to choke down. So the last thing I'm gonna try is actually using some vegetable oil, adding it to the top of this. So it'll create like a little sheen of vegetable oil on top of the water. This is canola oil. It's really mild. It's not gonna change the flavor a whole lot. So I know it seems kind of disgusting, but I don't think it's gonna make much difference. Now, putting vegetable oil on top of the water is something that Kobayashi used when he was doing the Coney Island hot dog eating contest. So I'm not really entirely sure what the rationale behind it is. Maybe the oil, saturates the bread a lot better than just water by itself. But I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's reset that one more time. Get it started. gross. That is incredibly unpleasant. So I don't know that there's a lot of difference between using just the water or the water and the oil, but adding that oil on top, like that was going all over my face. It was pretty gross. I am also starting to feel a little bit of pressure in my stomach. So it could be that I was just having a little bit of trouble swallowing because I am not nearly as hungry as I am now as when I started this experiment. So I'm going to continue practicing to see if I can get a little bit better. Obviously the dunking is helping a lot. Sipping on some water after every bite also does help a little bit. So if I do any eating competitions later this spring or during the summer, I'm definitely going to implement some of these strategies, and hopefully it'll help me really conquer the competition. Dunking food does make it a lot less enjoyable, but when you're in a competition, it's more about just eating as fast as you can and less about really enjoying the food. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Maybe you found it informative. Maybe you're trying to go into competitive eating yourself. And until next time, peace out. You guys take it easy.